Good day. Every day we all have to make decisions in our business. Most of them are fairly small, they're just operational, they've got fairly short-term impact, but sometimes we have to make the big choice between options that could impact the future of our business. So I want to share with you a tool that will help you make those important decisions with a bit more confidence and help you move towards the best decision for you. So these are used for big decisions such as, what new software could we invest in, which job applicant should we choose, if you want to move premises, which one should we select, and what new market or what new product should we be focusing on. So those are the type of decisions we're talking about, and this is how it works. It's called a decision matrix. I'll use an example of a job candidate. And what you can see on the left there is we've identified some criteria that are important in our choice. And in this case, we've selected 5. I suggest you don't choose too many, maybe 7 as a max. Otherwise, it all becomes a little bit vanilla. So we've selected 5 criteria there. And we've weighted them in terms of their relative importance. So we've rated them out of 100. And what you can see is that skills and attitude and presentation are the most important. Qualifications, communication, in this instance, are slightly less important, and job stability, previous employment record, and so on is somewhere in the middle. So we've weighted the decision criteria, and the next thing to do is to benchmark one of the employees. In this case, we've taken Andy, and for that benchmark, that option, that employee, that candidate in this case, is going to score 50% of the weighting. So that's pretty straightforward. And then the next step after we've scored the benchmark is to go through each employee for each criteria and score them relative to the benchmark. So Bill, for example, in terms of skills, his skills are a little bit better than Andy's, so we'll give him 15. Cole's are about the same, so we score him the same. And Deb maybe is just a little bit off the mark, so she gets 12. So what you're doing is scoring across the table by criteria rather than down the table by employee. So we complete the matrix in that way, and what you'll come to is, at the end, are some total scores for each candidate or each option. And in this example, what the result is that Bill appears to be the choice candidate. He scored 65. Deb may well be in the mix too, but probably Andy and Cole have dropped off the radar screen. So the next question really is, does that result agree with your intuition? Because intuition is pretty important and pretty valuable, but it's great if you can back up your intuition with a process, which is what this tool is for. So if it agrees, that's awesome. If it doesn't agree, that's not a bad result either, because what you can do is then delve into those criteria a bit more. Did you get them right? Or question your intuition. Was that right or was it wrong? You just give it a little bit more thought, and at the end of the day, you're still likely to have come up with the best option for you. So to recap, 5 steps: identify the options and enter them across the top of the table. Brainstorm some key decision criteria and weight them to a total of 100, and don't use too many, otherwise the process really does become a little bit vanilla. Choose one option as a benchmark, score it 50% for each factor, and then score the other options across the table, one factor at a time. And if it's better than the benchmark, score it higher. If it's not as good, score it lower. Then at the end of the exercise, add up the scores and check the highest score against your intuition. Is it a good choice? That's great. If it doesn't agree with your intuition, maybe just dig a little bit deeper so that you can question whether it was the process or your intuition that's wrong, and you just still come up with a good solution, probably with more confidence too. So that's it. Next time you've got a big decision to make, use this matrix. I'm sure it will help you. If you've got any questions, please give me a call, and good luck with it.